Welcome back, and you're watching the Saturday edition of All Angles here on eNCA. Now, a record number of people are expected to make their way to fan parks countrywide, and we have our reporters on the story. And joining me now is Kevin Brandt, who's in Cape Town. We also have Pula Lechwiti-Jones in Pretoria and Theodore Mashele in Sun City. Good afternoon to you, Kevin. It is that moment that we had been anticipating. The Springbok are making it to the final against the All Blacks. What is the mood like in Kuils River?
Very good afternoon to you, Cindy. Well, there's a hive of activity here at the eNCA shopping centre ahead of the game, the Bok clash with the All Blacks later tonight. A lot of people made their way through to the shops here behind me to come and do their shopping. A lot of them say that they want to get that out of the way as they're now preparing, first of all, for a braai. Others will be going to relatives to watch the game there, and some even going to their favorite hangout within their community to watch the game there with other supporters. But I've got a Springbok supporter joining me here. Ma'am, thank you so much for speaking to me. I see that you are clad in Bok supporting gear. Can you just tell me a bit about your attire?
My outfit? Yes, this is South Africa. I present the Bokke from Kuils River. Pick and pay eNCA.
And tell me, just ahead of the game, are you preparing anything special that you're going to be doing as in the run up to tonight's game?
Yes, we went on a shopping spree today. For preparing, all the platters and all the drinks.
And just lastly, where are you going to be watching the game?
At my son-in-law's, yes.
Fantastic. All the best to the Bokke.
Thank you. And they are going to do it.
Cindy, there you've heard from one of the supporters here at the eNCA shopping centre, talking to me a bit about her preparation ahead of tonight's game. Earlier, I also visited one of the public viewing spots here within the city of Cape Town Metro. One of them is the Bree Street area that was cordoned off, and it is now being prepared by the city of Cape Town ahead of the supporters making their way through to that spot. There's also a public viewing area in Langa. There's also one in Mitchell's Plain. But just listen to what Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis told me earlier with regard to preparation for some of these sites, saying that there have been a lot of calls from the public to make these public viewing sites available. Here's the Mayor.
We have got 3 public fan parks that we are hosting. One here in the CBD at Bree Street, where we're going to close down the whole street. All the restaurants will flow out into the street. We're going to have a massive screen, DJs. Then one in Mitchell's Plain and one in Langa as well. There have been many requests from around the city to have one in Bellville and Googs and Khayelitsha and elsewhere. We know that there are dozens more community events being organized, and so it is going to be a huge party on Saturday in Cape Town. We've also got the Abantu music festival happening at the stadium. They are also going to be screening the game there as well at 9 o'clock. So the city's going to be a party.
Now, Kevin, the Bok fans have been gearing up for tonight's match against the All Blacks all week, and you had a chat with them, but also the symbolism of the social cohesion, the hope that the Springboks carry with them into the match tonight.
That was highlighted throughout the course of this week. A lot of the supporters that I spoke to talked to me about the unifying aspect of rugby in particular. We saw how South Africans rallied behind the Springboks during the World Cup, and even now in the run-up to the final game, the clash, the much-anticipated clash against the All Blacks. That was the message that came through very strongly about the unifying aspect of sports, and that is also what the leaders here spoke to me about. But there's one avid Bok supporter here to my left, Annalyn Bosman. Annalyn, tell me, you've now prepared ahead of the Bok game. What exactly are you doing, and how are you going to be watching the game?
Yes, I'm going to watch the game with my family, and we're all excited. We used to, all the previous matches, we used to watch it at church. Can you imagine that? And everybody went crazy, and we're so excited tonight. It's going to happen, I'm telling you. I'm sorry, but the Springboks, I think, I'm trying to make a prediction. I think it's going to be like 26, it might be 26-18, 26-24, but I'm guessing 26. It's going to be a tight game, however. And but we're still behind our bockies, and I know they're going to bring the cup back to us. That is what we all are. We're not hoping for it. We know they're going to bring the cup back to us.
Annalyn, thank you so much for your time. Cindy, that was Annalyn Bosman. She's a resident here within this community. But just take a listen to what some of the other residents. I yesterday visited the community of Strand, where I also spoke to some residents there, and just listen to what they had to say.
Yeah, I support Springbok because even my school I was played rugby, and then I wish we're gonna win this match like previous game 2019 we take the World Cup.
I feel definitely. Since 2019, okay, obviously I couldn't really watch the game because I was still studying that time, but I feel like we're gonna win, definitely gonna win. I am a full-blood Springbok. I've been my whole life, so I feel like we're definitely gonna win. We are gonna take the cup home again for the fourth time.
I have been watching rugby ever since I was a little girl. So it was my grandpa's favorite sport. I watched it in the stadiums as well. And yes, I will be watching it with my family at home with my 2 little Jack Russells.
That's eNCA reporter out at Kales River in Cape Town, Kevin Brandt, speaking to fans and South Africans, with all of us having our hopes pinned on the rugby jersey in anticipation of the clash tonight.